Welcome everybody to the channel, and we've got a game 7, or I'm sorry, a game 9. This is our 9-game series in our Mount Rushmore of Rotations Tournament. The Mets came back and beat Oakland 4-3 in game 8 to bring about the game 9. It's weird to say game 9. But Oakland led that game 3-1 for most of the game. And it wasn't until the 7th and 8th innings that Mets broke through. And in the 8th inning, Danny Heap with a big, huge RBI single to put the Mets on top. Jesse Arasso closed it out. And here we are. And for this game 9, it's going to be Bob Ojeda for the Mets taking on Vita Blue for the A's. And this is going to be two tough lefties. Vita Blue was really strong the last time he pitched. So here we go. Game 9. Leading off for the Oakland A's. The A's were 93-62 in 1972. And this is the lineup they're sending against the left-hander Ojeda. Bert Campaneris, who's batting 167, will lead it off at shortstop. He was early on in Game 8. He had a big play where he got on base, stole second and stole third, and then came home for an Oakland run. They want to see more of that. He's only got 2 stolen bases, and that was in that game in the series. So batting second, Joe Rudy in left field. Batting third, in center field, Reggie Jackson. Batting fourth, the red hot, starting to cool down somewhat, Sal Bando. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Mike Epstein. Batting sixth, the catcher, Dave Duncan. Batting seventh, the DH, Matty Alou. Batting eighth, the right fielder, and I don't know exactly how to pronounce his name. I want to say it was Angle, not Angel, Mangual. I could be wrong. It might be Angel Mangual. And batting ninth is the second baseman, Dal Maxville. Is that right? I'm screwing these names up already. Is it Dal? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, here we go. Enough of the screw-ups. Let's get to the game. Bert Campaneris, who's hitting 167 in the series. He does have a home run and 3 runs batted in. The pitch, 3-2-4. 3-2-4 is going to be a line drive into the outfield. Coming in is the left fielder, Mookie Wilson, and he'll make the grab, 1 away. It's going to bring up Joe Rudy. He's having a good series. Couple home runs, 6 RBI. He's batting .371. The pitch to Rudy, 3-4-6. That's going to be a possible rare play. Oops, shoot. Need to learn how to hold on to my dice here. 5 that will be. A rare play, 1-3. Batter hit on the wrist. Uh-oh. And Joe Rudy's going to have to leave the game. Oh, my. Bob Ojeda came in tight on him. And Rudy is wincing in pain as he goes to first. But they're going to take him out. That's a big blow for the Oakland A's. Big blow. They're going to send, who are we going to put out there? So, looks like we might have to go Gene Tennis, maybe? No, he can't play left field. There's a right field. Who I got in right field? Mango? What is... Mangel can play... Okay, we're going to switch him around. We're going to put Mangel in left field. So how are we going to do this? Let's try this. So right now we're going to pinch run with Andy Lewis. We'll worry about that... Alan Lewis coming into pinch run. He's going to take off. The throw down, not in time. A stolen base for Alan Lewis. And he's at second base. With one away. And here comes Reggie. Okay, all that drama is over. Joe Rudy on the bench with the wrist. And here's Reggie. 2-4-2. That's going to be driven towards the gap. Mookie Wilson on his horse will make the grab. And he turns and fires. Mookie Wilson's got a weak arm, and Lewis will easily go into third. So 2 outs now, and Alan Lewis is on third base for Sal Bando. Bando hitting .379. Couple homers, 3 RBI. The pitch. 2-1-4. A little tapper. Third base. Knight charges. Throws the first and gets him. They get out of the inning. Leave a runner stranded at third. We head to the bottom of the first. And like I said, now we have to do this. How do I... Let's see. There you go. There we go. Gene Tennis is going to come in and play right field, and he is not a very good defensive right fielder. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him. Here's Lenny Dykstra to lead it off against Vita Blue. Lenny has had his moments. He's got 4 stolen bases in the series, and he's batting .226. No homers, 2 runs batted in. The pitch. 2-3-2. That's going to be strike 3. Got him on strikes. 1 away. Here's Wally Backman. Backman batting just .172 for the series. Couple of runs batted in. One out, but we're going to count it. 4-4-1. On the ground, first base. Epstein's up with it. Takes it to the bag himself. And that is 2 down. It's going to leave it all up to the struggling Keith Hernandez. He is hitting just .115 in the series. He does have a homer and 4 runs batted in. The pitch to Hernandez, 1-6-3. That's going to be strike 3 as he swung at a bad pitch to end the inning. 1-2-3. Vita Blue sends him down in order. We go to the second. Here's Mike Epstein to lead it off here. It's going to be Epstein, Duncan, and Alou here in the second. And Epstein's hitting .313. He has not homered. He's about due. And the pitch, 1-4-1. And a big swing and a miss struck him out. Ojeda got him on the slow breaking ball. And there's one away. It's going to bring up Dave Duncan. Duncan batting 194. He's hit 3 home runs, though, and driven in 6 runs in the series. So he's been productive. The pitch, as it goes out of the... Whoops. I was going to do that one again. 4-1-6. On the ground, second base. Wally Backman's up with it. Fires it over to Hernandez. 2 away. Here's Matty Alou. Matty Alou's had a strong series, batting .323. Should have put him in right field and put Tennis as the DH. Why didn't I think of that when I had the chance here? But Alou stands in. He's driven in 3. 1-6-6. That's going to be a strikeout. Swings at one in the dirt, and the inning's over. We go to the bottom of the second. No score here in New York. There's Gary Carter. Carter hitting .222. He's got a homer and 2 runs batted in. 2-6-1. There's a little looper out in the left field. Manguel's out, coming in. He is going to make the grab. So a nice running grab by Manguel, and that'll bring up Darryl Strawberry. Strawberry hitting .240. He's got a homer and 4 runs batted in the series. The pitch, 3-6-3. There's a liner towards second, and it's caught by Maxville. A nice spearing grab by Maxville for the second out. That's going to bring up Kevin Mitchell. Mitchell hitting .231. He has done very little in this series against the tough left-handers of the Mets. Here's the Oakland A's. The pitch to Mitchell. 6-3-3. It's going to pop him up. Second baseman Maxville's there. He makes the grab, and the inning's over. We're through 2 innings. Still nobody has put a run on the board as of yet here in this game 9. Here's Bob Ojeda back to the mound for the New York Mets. Manguel will lead it off. Manguel batting .269 in the series. He's driven in 3. 4-5-4 on the ground. Shortstop Santana gloves it, throws it to first, 1 away. One away for Dal Maxville. Maxville has done pretty much near nothing. 2 hits and 24 at bats. He's batting .083. He has been about as light hitting as a second baseman as you can be. The pitch to Maxville. 1-5-3. And that is going to be strike 3 on the corner. It caught him looking. He was looking for a walk. And instead he strikes out for the second out. That's going to leave it up to Bert Campaneris, who's 0 for 1. 1-4-3. Ground ball, second base, Backman's there, fields it, throws it over to first, and the inning's over. Another 1-2-3 inning for Bob Ojeda, and we go to the bottom of the third. No score. Here's Ray Knight. Knight playing against the left-hander. He's hitting 143. Has homered and driven in 2. The pitch, 1-3-1. Base hit up the middle and into center field. A leadoff single for Ray Knight. And that'll bring up Mookie Wilson. And why is Mookie Wilson such a poor bunter? Do we hit and run here or do we bunt? They're going to try to bunt him. He squares. It's a 2. And then a 45. And he popped it up. Double play possibility. Throw. Oh, they doubled him up. Could not get back in time. And that's why he's a horrible bunter. He bunts into a double play. 2 up. 2 down here in the third. For Rafael Santana. This is when you miss those dead ball teams. That Chicago team was fun to bunt and steal, and a lot of these, I think everybody on that team was a 1 bunter. Here's Santana. 6-2-5. And this one's in the left field corner, and Santana's going to go into second with a double here, a 2-out double. And that'll bring up Dykstra. Struck out his first time up. 5-3-2. And he walked him. Vita Blue walks Dykstra. 2 outs, 2 on for Wally Backman. Backman 0 for 1. 4-1-5. Uh-oh. Bunt down the line. Epstein. Mike Epstein coming in. And, oh, he could not make the play. It's going to be a single. So Wally Backman, a bunt single, puts the bags full. And that's going to bring up Hernandez, and Keith Hernandez is due. He had that home run back in game, I forgot what it was, 6. And that's about his only highlight he's had. Here's the pitch. 5-2-6. And there's a little ground ball, third base. Bando's got it over to first, and the inning's over. So Hernandez had an opportunity, but could not take advantage. And we head to the 4th. No score here in the top half of the 4th. Here's Gene Tennis. He'll lead it off. Tennis. 1-1-5. And he swings and misses. Took a big cut at an off-speed pitch and could not get a hold of it. It's 1 out here in the 4th. Here's Reggie. Flew out to left his first time up. He's 0 for 1. 4-1-2. On the ground towards second. Backman fields it. Flips it over to first. 2 away. Here comes Sal Bando. Oh for 1. The pitch. 3-1-2. This one's a little flare out into the outfield. Need a 65 or a 66 for a hit. And it's going to be a fly out to right. Strawberry makes the grab. The inning's over. So Oakland is through 4 innings, and they have yet to get a hit. And the Mets come to bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Carter to lead it off. 0 for 1. 4, 5, 6. On the ground, second base, Maxwell's got it. He's up with it, throws it over first, one away. He ranged into the hole and got that one for the first out. Here's Strawberry, lined out. He hit the ball hard his last time up. Here's the pitch to Strawberry. 1-1-5. That's going to be base hit in the right field. Tennis. And he's going to get tested. He's a 65. 55. He'll keep the ball in front of him and hold Strawberry to a single. So a 1-out single is going to bring up Kevin Mitchell. 0 for 1. The pitch to Mitchell. 3-6-1. There's a base hit into left field. Strawberry going to third. The throw is not in time, and Strawberry is safe at third. It's first and third with only 1 out for the Mets. Infield. Looks like they're going to play for the double play as Ray Knight steps at the plate. He singled his last time up. 2-6-2. And there's a little floater into left field. Coming in is Mangal. He makes the grab, tagging up his Strawberry. He's coming home, and he is safe at the plate. The Mets lead it on the sacrifice fly by Ray Knight, and it's 1-0 Mets. 1-0 New York. Here comes Mookie Wilson, that awful bunter. He's got a man on, no button here. The pitch to Mookie, 5-2-3. And there's a fly ball. Center field, Jackson's there. He's got it, and the inning's over. But they get a run on the sacrifice fly off the bat of Ray Knight. And the Mets lead it 1-0 after 4. Here come the A's against Bob Ojeda. And he'll face Mike Epstein to lead it off. The Epstein, Duncan, and Alou. Epstein 0 for 1. 3-2-3. That's going to be a liner towards left. Wilson's there. He's got it right at him. And there's one away. Here's Dave Duncan. 0 for 1. 6-5-3. A big cut and a miss, strike 3, as Ojeda's got that curveball working today. 2 outs. Nobody on, and here's Matty Alou. He struck out his first time up. 4-2-4. On the ground is short. Santana's got it over to first, and the inning's over. 1-2-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Still 1-0 here in New York. Here's Santana, who doubled his last time up. I think it might be the only extra base hit of the game. I believe so. Yep. 1 for 1. The pitch to Santana. 2-2-5. That's going to be a base hit into left field. Second hit of the day for Santana. That's going to bring up Lenny Dykstra. And Lenny Dykstra is going to bunt. Dykstra squares 6. And then a 6-1. And that's going to be a nice sack bunt for Dykstra. Dykstra does his job, and on to second goes Santana. With 1 away, here's Wally Backman. 3-4-1. We're going to get a possible rare play. Nope, foul. 11-44 is a foul out. And it's going to get out of play. So Backman gets to get back in the box. The pitch. 6-1-1. It's going to be a fly ball deep to left field. Mangel's going back a couple steps, and he'll make the grab for the second out. Quickly gets it back in, and Santana stays at second. That's going to bring up Keith Hernandez. Hernandez, 0 for 2. The pitch. 2-5-6. And that's strike 3. Vida blew the fastball by him. And we head to the 6th. Mets coming to, or I'm sorry, the A's coming to bat. Here's Angel Miguel. Angel Miguel. I got to figure out how to pronounce his name. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. 4-5-2. On the ground. Second base. Backman's got it. Over to first. One away. It's going to bring up Dal Maxville. Struck out his first time up. The pitch. 3-3-1. This one might drop in. Oh, he's got to roll a 65 or a 66. No, not even close. It's going to be a little nubber back to the mound. Maxville doesn't have enough to get it to the second tier of the infield. He's 0 for 2 now. And that's going to be 2 outs, nobody on for the top of the order for the A's. Here's Campaneris. And this might be, it will be the first hit of the ball game as Ojeda, Campaneris rips one into the outfield for a base hit. And he is on with the first hit of the game for the A's. And now he's going to try to get his third steal of this. Third steal. Carter comes up throwing. And got him. Nails Campaneris at second for the third out. Big. Caught stealing there. And that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Mets. Here's Carter to lead it off. Carter 0 for 2. 2-3-1. And that's going to be strike 3. 4th strikeout for Vida Blue. We got Darryl Strawberry, who's 1 for 2 today. He singled his last time up. 4-4-3. On the ground to third. Bando comes up with it, throws it in the dirt, and it gets away. It gets away from Epstein. And Strawberry will go all the way to second on the air. And now Strawberry could try to steal third here. He's gotta. Duncan. Vida Blue's got a good hold at least. Needs a 44 to get the stolen base. And he cannot. Duncan's going to gun him down at third base. So the catchers each with a caught stealing now. And that's 2 outs here in the 6th for Kevin Mitchell. 1 for 2. 3-5-1. Little looping liner. Caught by the right fielder Tennis. Gene Tennis inserted out into right field after Rudy got hurt. And he comes in and makes the catch. We go to the 7th inning. 1-0 Mets lead it. As the nerves are starting to come alive here at Shea Stadium. Here's Gene Tennis to lead it off. Kind of struck out his first and only time up. Pitch. 4-3-3. On the ground, third base. Big hop for Knight. Fires it over to Hernandez. 1 out and 1 down here in the 7th. Here comes Reggie. 0 for 2. 5-3-3. And that is going to be... Oh, he hit him. And Reggie's talking some talk out at Ojeda as he goes to first. That's going to bring up Bando. 0 for 2. The pitch to Sal Bando. 3-4-3. You're going to get possible rare play. It is. Oh, wild pitch. Jackson takes second. And he's going to make a big turn. And catcher's going to... Carter's going to try to get him at second. Back to second. And it is a 1. I'll roll it again. It fell out. Oh, it's a 6. That's an error. He's going to hold at third. Luckily, because Reggie's speed was not higher than Dykstra's arm out in left. Or in center. There you would have scored. So Carter, his throw got by him in his center field. Jackson holds, so that could have tied the game, but instead, runner at third, 1 out, and the infield comes in. Sal Bando. The pitch. 2-4-4. Popped him up. Second baseman Backman in foul ground will make the catch for the second out. 2 outs. Man at third. Now Mike Epstein steps in. The pitch. 6-2-3. Uh-oh. Base hit. He reaches out and ties the game on a little weak swing, but he gets the hit, and we're tied at 1. Huge at bat there from Mike Epstein, and a lot of it has to do with that error by Gary Carter that got Strawberry to third base. Not Strawberry. Jackson. So 2 outs. Here's Dave Duncan. Duncan, 2-1-5. He grounds 1 to short slowly. Santana comes in, grabs it, throws it, and gets him at first. That'll end the inning, but the A's tie the game on an unearned run, and we're tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Here's Ray Knight to lead it off. He had the sacrifice fly his last time up back in the 4th. 6-6-1. Needs a 53 or higher. Gone! It just got out over the left field into the bullpen in left field. And Knight's got a 2-run homer, or a solo homer, I should say, and that gives the Mets the lead back. A huge blow off the bat of Ray Knight. His second of the series. And the Mets lead it 2-1. Here's Mookie Wilson. 3-2-2. Line drive caught by Epstein at first for the first out. It's going to bring up Santana. Rafael Santana's had a good day, 2 for 2. He's singled and doubled. 1-5-3. Ground ball. Third base. Bando's got it. fires it over to Epstein for the second out. Two outs, nobody on, and here's Lenny Dykstra. He's 0 for 1. He's got a walk and a sacrifice bunt. 1-5-6. And he popped him up. Second baseman Maxville's there. He's got it, and the inning's over. But Ray Knight delivers off a Vita Blue fastball and takes it into the bullpen and left for the one-run lead for the Mets as they try to hold on here. And that Ojeda stays in. He'll face Matty Alou. 5-6-6. And he walked him. And that might be it for Bobby Ojeda. As Manguel comes in. Angel Manguel. I think I've said his name differently every time I've said it. Sisk can't pitch. With the right-hander, they're going to go with Rick Anderson. Rick Anderson will come in here in the 8th. As Bob Ojeda leaves, he gets a cheer from the crowd. Here's Manguel with the man on. And he's going to bunt. So 1 and a 3-3. It's going to be a sacrifice and a possible error. And scooped out of the dirt by Hernandez. So the bunt is successful. A lose at second base for Dal Maxville. And they might pinch hit for Maxville here against Gonzalo Marquez. Only had 21 at bats. He will come in to pinch hit. Runner at second. The pitch. 1-6-6. Popped him up. Shortstop Santana out on the outfield grass will make the catch. And there's 2 away here in the 8th. It's going to leave it up to Bert Campaneris. 1 for 3 today. 5-1-6. That is going to be ground ball to short. Santana over to first. Inning over. So the sacrifice bunt does not feature any results positive for the Mets or for the A's. We go to the bottom of the 8th, and now we're going to get a second baseman. It's going to be Dick Green going into second base. Vita Blue comes back out for the 8th. There's Backman to lead it off. Backman, 1 for 3. Oop, got to re-roll as the dice went out of play. 4-1-6. This is another bunt. Down the line, Epstein. This time we'll make the play. 4-6. As he tags Backman for the out. 1 away. For Keith Hernandez. The pitch. 6-2-4. Hernandez lofts one. Deep. Not deep. Base hit. A long single for Hernandez. And they're going to take Vita Blue out here as he leaves after 1 out here in the 8th. Got a right-hander up. they're coming back with Bob Locker. Locker has only pitched a third of an inning in the series. He'll face Gary Carter here with a man on and 1 out. The pitch. 4-4-4. That's on the ground. This could be 2. Campaneris flips it to Green for 1. Back to first. Inning over. And first pitch, a double play off the bat. Can't remember who hit that. Either way, it's a double play ball, and the inning is over. We go to the 9th. The Mets look into the bullpen to finish this off. It's going to be righty, lefty, righty. We might go with the righty here, McDowell, to face Tennis. And do we have a left-hander that we could put in? They do, and they're going to take it. They're going to put him in. Mike Hegan will pinch hit against Roger McDowell. Here in the 9th. Here's the pitch. 2-1-6. That's not going to get it done. Is a lightly hit ball back to the mound. He'll go to first with it for the first out. 1 out, nobody on, and here comes Reggie. And that's going to be Jesse Orozco's call here. Orozco will come out to face Reggie Jackson. Reggie 0 for 2. The pitch to Reggie. Oh, what a shame. There's a 6 there. Instead, we got a re-roll. The dice was a 3 anyways, so. Oh, look at this! 6-2-6! That one's hammered. Oh, it's a base hit. Orozco doesn't give up a lot of home runs. Wait a second. 6-2-6. Oh, okay, yeah. Why was I thinking that was going to be a home run? Anyways, or could have been a home run. Jackson's on with 1 out, and that's going to bring up Sal Bando. And Orozco now is in for the long haul. Here's Bando. Winning run, standing at the plate, or the go-ahead run. The pitch. 1-6-2. This could be 2. This could be the ball game. Back to Orozco. Fields it. Fires it. Got him! Double play. 1-6-3. And the ball game is over, and the Mets are going to advance on a unbelievable double play to end the game. What a ball game. 2-1 is the final. And that's going to do it from here. Let's take a look at the box score. Mets had 2 hits, 8 hits, 1 error. Oakland had only 3 hits and 1 error for their 1 run. Ojeda, no earned runs. That 1 run he gave up was scored because of an error at the end of it. Walked 1, struck out 5 in 7 innings. Vida Blue gave up only 2 runs on 8 hits, struck out 4. His ERA for the series was 1.10, but he takes a loss here. Tough way to lose it, but Mets are going to advance 5 games to 4. Let's take a look at the series stats. Oakland outscored them 29-25. Out-hit them 75-57. But Mets take the series. Joe Rudy hit 371. Drove in 6 runs, had 2 home runs. Dave Duncan actually led the team with 3 home runs in the series. Pitching-wise, their ERA was a 2.88. Catfish was 1-1. Ken Holtzman, though, was 2-0 with a 1.53 ERA. 2 strong games from him. For the Mets, their hitting star, they didn't really have a lot of offense to go by. They won this by scrappy play. Hernandez hit just 133 in the series, but still was tied for the team lead in RBI. Strawberry hit 250 and drove in 4. They only hit 6 homers. Ray Knight hit 2 homers to lead the team. You'd have to give the MVP to a pitcher. Their ERA was 2.85. Sid Fernandez, 2-0 with a 1.59. You'd probably give it to him. Ron Darling hopefully will be better in the second round or in the next round. He was 0-2 with a 10.45. He got shelled pretty good by the Oakland A's. Jesse Orosco had a pair of saves. McDowell had 1 save. So that's what I would say. Sid Fernandez with the MVP of the series. Mets win it in 9. That's it from here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.